I like to do about an arm's length, a single loop at the end. And that's it. Your tightly sewn on button, how you thread your needle. That's how you thread your sewing machine. Hi, I'm Amanda Perna at The Amanda Perna, and today I'm going to show you how to thread a needle. The first thing you want to think about is what kind of thread are you using? For demonstration purposes, I'm going to use a thick thread so you can see it a little easier, and I'm also going to use a thicker needle. If you are using a thick thread, you want a needle that has a big, wide eye. If you're using something thin for silk or something that is delicate, you want to use a thinner needle so you're not going to make a big hole, and you want a thinner thread. So the technique is going to be the same regardless of what size needle you do choose to use. You want to twist it around like this, and you're going to pinch the end and pull it. So what this does is you create a little loop, which makes it easier to get into the needle than just a single thread. So you're going to stick that in through your eye. If you have a thread like the one I have where it's multiple threads in one, it is going to fray a little bit, so you just want to kind of pinch it down so that way it stays flat. So you're going to stick it through and pull out. I like to do my thread first of all where it's not too long, so I like to do about an arm's length when I'm measuring the amount of thread. If you have too much thread in there, it can make knots and get wadded, and it's a really big mess. And then I like to double it up so that way when you're sewing, you have double the thread going through each stitch you take, so it is extra secure. So for this, we're going to just make the ends meet and tie a single loop at the end. You want to pull it really tight, and if it's a really thin thread, you might want to do 2 knots just to make sure that it's extra secure. And if you're doing that, you need to make sure that they are tight and essentially kissing, so it's one big knot instead of a few little knots together. And that is how you thread your needle. How to sew a button. The first thing you want to do is thread your needle. You want to make sure that you have 2 threads knotted on the bottom, so that way each stitch is like stitching it twice. You're going to want to come from the back, and you're going to go up through your first hole. The most secure way to do it is to do an X pattern as you're sewing. So you're going to go from the front to the back and pull, and then you're going to go on the other side and come up through the third hole. And you want to pull tight so that way it's not loose and it doesn't come out. You want to go around each hole, and it's best if you do it the same pattern at least 4 times. You can do it more if you want, and you want to make sure that you have enough thread but not too much thread to be able to do that. So I like to take the thread and make it an arm's length when I'm cutting it, so that way I know I have enough, but it's not so much that you have all kinds of knots and crazy things happening. So that's my second time, and you're going to follow the same pattern. And once again, you could do it more times if you want, but this is a good number that I've found keeps all the buttons secure, so you don't have to worry about losing any buttons. Okay, so that is 4 times. It's nice and tight. So now you need to make your knot on the back. What you're going to do is you're going to come through your threads underneath, and you're going to pull it out. You're going to make a loop, and then you're going to pull your needle through that loop and pull tight. I like to do this 3 times, so that way you know it is secure. And you're going to go back through again, and you're going to come out, make a loop, go through your loop, and pull. And the last time, you're going to go through your thread, through the loop, and pull it tight. So now you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut right down at the bottom of the thread, and there you have your tightly sewn on button. How to thread a sewing machine. Now, keep in mind, every machine is a little bit different, so you definitely want to check your owner's manual and try to remember how to do it. If for some reason you lose it, here's how you're gonna do it. My machine, I'm very lucky because it has the steps already written on here so you can't forget, but pretty much the main motion is going to be the same no matter what machine you're on. You're going to start from the thread and work your way up and coming down and out. So if you have a little securing piece, you do want to use it. It keeps your thread from going all over the place, and you want your thread to go counterclockwise when you are putting it in the machine. So we are going to secure this in. Sometimes it'll be on the top, and in this one, it happens to be here. So your next step is going to be going through this metal piece across. And I always find that if there's pieces that are tight and hard to get into, pressing down on the opposite side makes it easier so you can get into that space. We're going to go down. We're gonna come up. Now, when you have your machine, you always want to make sure that this piece is in the most upright position when you are threading it. You can do that if it's not by turning your hand wheel towards you. You always wanna go towards you. Then we're gonna come back down. We're gonna go through this little metal piece here, and then we are going to go through the thread, through the needle eye. You wanna make sure you always have a freshly cut piece of thread when you are threading your machine, so that way you're not dealing with frayed ends. You wanna pull it tight. You wanna go under your presser foot and come out through the back. I like to keep a little tail when I'm sewing so that way you know it doesn't get caught or sucked under, so that way you're not dealing with unwinding thread while you're trying to sew. And that's it. That's how you thread your sewing machine. I'm Amanda Perna. Thanks for watching.